Hi, this is a price action analyst. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Cardano ADA. Just doing a revisited price action analysis on this. So the orange lines are support and resistance again. Cardano had two pushes up, washed this resistance, and it's come back down to support. These support lines are not drawn off this level, they're drawn off previous level. So as prices come into support, you've also had air here. So we expected a move off of the support and air, and so that was a move. And generally, you won't just get, you won't just get a push off of a level. You'll always generally get a retrace. So as opposed to getting that, what you normally get is what you're seeing here is some sort of retrace. And so I was waiting for, this is where you don't want to buy unless, even if the buying is substantial, generally it'll retrace to the air, but you don't want to buy here because often this is a sucker's rally. So it's what happened here. But price now has retraced to support, washed this low, filled the air. Now it's coming against these previous highs, and you're starting to see buying here. Now the buying isn't substantial, but given that this is a retrace and the retrace is at support, wash the low, wash support, filled the air, testing these highs, close to the bottom of this trend line at the Bollinger Band, and it's moved off. I actually now expect this to just push out of here. Given that that is my expectation, there's a couple of ways to play it. You could buy it here. You can wait for a retrace, but again, you're kind of betting against yourself, and if you do, I don't think there's going to be a deep retrace if we're right. So what you can do is you can wait for the breakout. So the breakout kind of proves that yes, price is going to do what we're saying, and then you can play the retrace, which means you'd be getting long here at support. So you buy here, maybe it goes up and it comes back and retests your entry, and then pushes away. So you could either, given that expectation that I've just described, you could buy it here or you could buy it here. And again, that assumes that price comes back. But the benefit of doing this, if it paints like that, is that it's proven that yes, price has broken out. And so any retrace after the breakout is an ideal long, especially, and it's easier to hit if this breakout paints in and it has air, then your buy order would just be close to the base of the air. But that's how I would, those are the two ways to play Cardano based on that expectation. So if you bought it here and I ended up being wrong and price does something like that, it's hard to say where that would go. This wick here is going to act as support, but again, you would, if price starts moving against you, you'd be looking at the bars. If they're larger bearish bars and they're getting bigger, then you have the option to exit the trade that you're in and take the small loss. But this area is likely to be support. If that fails, if this area fails and price paints through here, then it's probably coming down to support. But that, I would expect in the current environment that that's low probability. You've had price consolidate down here. It's broken out on high volume. Sure, we've had a sell-off, but the government's printing money. I have noticed that as the stock market goes down, the crypto market goes down too. The two are correlated, but I think for this to continue down, the overall market would have to continue looking bad too, which is a possibility, but you just kind of have to trade the price action that's in front of you, right? So that, based on the description that I've given you, my expectation is for price to push out of here. So yes, it's in a downtrend and you are betting against the downtrend, but the longer term trend is price is now cycling up from support to resistance. So I kind of, that's my expectation. So so I would definitely be long here. For me to get short here, price would have to move down here and maybe retest this area. So, you know, a strong move down, maybe with air, and a retest of this area, and then I would get short at that retest. So for me to change my premise, it would take a very strong move down here, retest here to some, you know, this previous high here, and price to start moving off, and I would get short. So until it does that, my premise is that for price to move up. That's how I look at it. And again, you're always trying to let price action dictate to you what's happening, but this small move here in the context of everything I've described gives me an upward bias. And again, my bias is unlikely to change until I see something like that. And then, you know, price is coming down here. So I'll leave it there. That's Cardano. I think that's, you know, if you're not buying that right now, it's very close to a buy, especially on a breakout and a retrace. I hope that's helpful. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.